Hi everyone, this is Corey, the Uber Linen Lady, coming at you with a new episode. So it is March the 5th today, 2025, and we are currently in a blizzard. We have very wet, heavy snow coming down. So today's a no drive day, and I will not be going anywhere. I will be snug in my home, and that is one of the luxuries of reselling. When there is a blizzard, you don't have to go anywhere. You're really not obligated to. And that is a very good thing. So today I want to talk to you all about slow sales. We all get them. We all get it doesn't matter how much inventory we have or how much we list. Sometimes our sales are just slow. But I'm not going to tell you to run sales. I'm not going to tell you to end listings and restart them. You can do all of that. Now, whether it makes a difference, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. In all of my years of reselling, my numbers are sometimes when it comes to that. So it's not very conclusive. I can hold a sale with everything is 15 to 20% off in my whole entire store, and my sales might go up 10%. Other times, I don't have many sales at all going on. I may have some sales on some stock, inventory that I've had for a long time, and then I'll be on fire. I'll have sale after sale. And people say, well, you have to list so much a day. You have to keep on listing. You have to be consistent. I believe after a certain number of items in your inventory, you really don't have to be consistent. Now, you will get higher numbers the more you list because you're putting new things into the reselling platform, whether it's eBay, Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark. Those are the four I sell on, and any others that you sell on. So yeah, if there's something new that's coming in, you may have a pickup of sales. Other times you won't, or they'll be at a plateau, right? I don't know if y'all have ever noticed that. Now in 2024, I did not change the way I listed. I listed consistently. There is even times where I try to list 20 a day. And I did that for a while, and it was exhausting because I still had to get inventory. So now if you are a solopreneur, that means everything is on you. That means sourcing, shipping, listing, taking the pictures, categorizing the inventory, bookkeeping. Everything is on you. And there's only a certain number of hours in the day to get everything done. And then if you live in a rural location where it takes a while to get anywhere, it takes me about 30 minutes to get to my closest thrift stores, which isn't too bad. I'm used to that drive. Now, if I go to any thrift stores south of me, there's about 4 of them. That's an hour. So that's okay. I can still get listing done that day if I go an hour south. However, if I want to do a big inventory haul, Green Bay is the closest city to me, and that's about 3 hours. So if I go there, that'll be for the day because 3 hours to get there. Then we have 4 or 5 hours of thrifting and sourcing, and then 3 hours back home. So that takes my day and then some. That's a very long day for me. So what can we do with our sales to make them more? Now you can incorporate an employee. There's some couples that tag team, and I think that is such a great formula to have your partner do this with you. But for some of us, like me, I do not have this luxury because my partner works another job, right? And he loves his job, and he's not ever going to be a reseller because it's just not him. It's not what he likes to do, and that's absolutely fine. This isn't for everyone, So to be successful, what do you do? And the first thing I'm going to tell you is don't stress about it and don't get desperate where you put everything in your store at 40 or 50% off. Never ever feel desperation. If you do, then maybe work a side gig so you can make up that extra money. And let me go back here a little bit. So what do you need? How much money do you need to live on every single month? Now, take your lowest month in resales, right? And your sales on all of your platforms. Take your net after everything is calculated out of it. So you take your net profit. What is your lowest? Okay, so say your net profit on your lowest month is $1,500, right? And that's pretty low. So can you live off of $1,500 a month? Will that pay your bills? Will that pay your mortgage or rent, your car payment, your insurance, your utilities? Right? Now, if so think about what you need to pay off every single month to live. And that should be the least amount of money you should make. All the other stuff is gravy. All the other stuff is great. And remember, also, you have to put some in saving for taxes. Always remember that bad part. And so if it doesn't add up for you, yes, continue to list, continue to source. Figure out what you're sourcing. Look at how much inventory is coming in every single month. Look how much you are spending every single month. What is your average inventory price? Now, what is your average price of cost of goods sold? What is your average, meaning what is the average cost of you selling something? So you sell one thing. What does it average a month? So if you sell 200 items in a month, what is the average that you make? Now, if all of your items are just averaging $10 or less, then that's going to be a struggle because you're going to have to pay more in supplies and you're going to do more work. It's going to take more of your time. So, of course, we all want those sales that are $40 and above, right? That would be awesome. That would be great. But we don't. Now, most of my bread and butter sales are between $15 and $20. And I'm okay with that. And I know my volume. I know how much, how many items I pretty much have to sell every single month. And so right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you my spreadsheets in order to help you figure out. Because what I did this year, so in 2024, like I said, I did everything I thought was right. And I ended up making about $7,000 less than what I made in 2023. And I thought, wow, that is so strange. Now, I did pick up different things because, it always depends on what you're going to find. So in 2023, I remember I went to this amazing estate sale. And I bought all of these high-end Department 56 Christmas houses, and they were the Christmas in the City version. So there's many buildings that I bought for a low price, and they sold at a high price, and that was great. Now in 2024, I didn't find as many Christmas houses, Christmas villages. Very few Department 56, except for the old Dickens, which they don't net a lot of money. They are on the low end when it comes to Department 56 items. Now, I did find more linens. However, my linens average out only between probably like $13 to $20 net profit. So what I chose to flood my inventory with went down in price a little bit. Now, I did that though because I also wanted to find a niche. So I'm the Uber linen lady, right? The linens are my niche. The vintage tablecloths, the modern tablecloths, placemats, table runners, curtains, valances, vintage and modern, bed sheets. All of those things I wanted to sell because I have repeat customers now. And I like my repeat customers. I like it when people spend $80 on curtains. I love it. I love it when people spend $40 on a nice tablecloth. So I like that niche. for me, it works even though my sales did go down. Now, will they always go down like this? No, they will not. It's just I had not found the high dollar items. I chose to focus on a niche, even though I did get other things. I just didn't get the other things. I just could not find them. I could not source them the way I had in 2023. So there is always that, because you have to go with what you find. Now, I can say all day, okay, well, I'm going to still sell Department 56 Christmas in the City. However, if I can't find them at an estate sale, or I can't find them at my thrift store, what am I going to do? I can try to source them online. I can try to source them with options. But then my price of inventory is going to go up. So it's a quandary that I'm trying to figure out. Now, 2025 is going to be very, very different because I have lowered my promotional fees on eBay. I'm listing a lot less. I was offered this gig job for a major website that I could not refuse, and so I'm also doing that, along with sometimes watching pets on the Rover app and my eBay store. So I'm kind of spread out, and I think I may stop a lot of my pet sitting just because it's not as profitable as everything else that I'm doing. So you have to manage your time wisely. But I wanted to change this up on eBay just so I could focus and say, okay, well, if I lose a little bit of money because I'm lowering my promotional fees, that's fine because I have this other income coming in from my gig job. So I can play around a little bit. And I will tell you that so far the results have been very, very interesting. I'm going to show you my spreadsheet now from February 2024 and February 2025. And my net profit was only a couple $100 lower in 2025 than it was last year. And I did a lot less work. So yes, it really made me wonder, but I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, everyone. So this is my spreadsheet from this past February 2025. As you can see, now I always start on line 3 just because of my heading right here, and I'll show you. So I have eBay sales date, and then so I start all of my inventory on line 3. So I only had 76 listings, new listings in February. Okay, my average inventory price was $3.48, which I like that. I like it to be below $4. Now my average net profit, however, was $14.02, and I would like that to be higher. Now I want to show you 2024. This is February 2024. I listed 192 items, so I listed 100 items more. Now my average inventory price is $5.38, which that is way above average. I don't like that. And my average net sales, however, was $18.07, which I do like that number. Now, I made $6,421.51 gross in 2024. Okay? For 2025, I only made $3,801.46. So that's quite a difference from the $6,000. That is actually $2,620.05 less than what I made last year. Now let's look at my net income for 2024. Net sales were $2,635.77. Okay, so that's after shipping, inventory, supplies, fees, and returns. And I have everything right here. So my shipping was over $1,000. My inventory was $1,152.12. My supplies were $259.11. And my fees were $1,131.14, with my returns being $116.51. Okay, which gave me $2,635.77. Now, let's go to 2025. 2025, my net sales were $2,393.83, which was just $241.94 less than what I made last year in 2024. Now go figure, everybody. Look at my shipping. My shipping was $646.46. My inventory was only $230.43. My supplies were $37.47, and my fees were $456.05, with returns being $37.22. So I did a lot less work and I made just $241 less than what I made last year. Now I will say last February in 2024, we were on vacation for 8 days. So my inventory was low there too, just so you know, and so were my numbers because I was gone. But this right here, everyone, this was a big aha moment for me. Now, as I told you, I lowered my e-commerce fees. Now, my e-commerce fees in 2024 was $1,131.14. This also includes my eBay store fee, also includes List Perfectly, which I subscribe to, so it makes it a lot easier to cross-post. Great extension, I love it. Now 2025, okay, my fees were $456.05, and that is with List Perfectly, Posher VA, which I'm trying now, is my second month and I do like it, and my eBay store. 19% on my net sales. Well, I will say my e-commerce fees equaled 19% of my net sales. Okay? So out of what I made, 19% went to online fees. 2024, it was 43%. So those numbers, everyone, do not lie. Those numbers do not lie. Now my monthly totals, I sold 163 items in February 2024. I sold 141 items in February 2025. So about 20 less. So that's what I'm letting everyone know. If you can't list 20 listings a day, it's okay. You have to go at your own pace. Go what's good for you. Now, should you just schlep off and say, oh, I'm not going to do it, I'm going to take the day off? Well, no, because you have to continue growing your store. You just have to change it. That's all you have to do. You have to change what you're doing if it stops working, right? So I hope my spreadsheets help. And if you do have any questions about my spreadsheets, please let me know. So, okay, I hope this helped everybody realize that even though online reselling, it is competitive. I mean, you have corporations out there that you are competing against. There are, businesses as resellers that have staff that have 10,000 items, but that's okay. You just have to find what works for you. Some changes I'm making is I'm staying away from mainstream clothing more. If I find something more unique or vintage, I will buy that. But mainstream, not so much, because it's flooded, absolutely flooded, right? Modern day clothing on the reselling platforms. Now, I am pickier about what I buy. I still buy my linens all day long. I just bought some great sheets from 1997, new in the package. Now, will they fly out the window tomorrow? Or is that the expression, fly out the window? I don't know. But are they going to sell tomorrow? No, they're not. It's going to take a few months. However, these sheets, they're like the old, they're kind of like the vintage satin trim, solid colors. They're all pastels. Like I have blue and pink and yellow. Like I said, all brand new. They're full size. I have one twin. But someone's going to like those, and someone's going to say, oh, I love those satin trim type of sheets, or I love the Fortrell polyester and cotton blend, or I just love these, it's called Canon SureSoft. Someone's going to say, oh, these are the sheets I used to have when I was a kid or whatnot. So if someone buys 3 packages, that's awesome. And see, this is what happens. That people will buy more than one thing, or people will like one thing and say, you know what, I'm going to go buy that sheet in the other color. So yeah, it's all fun. And I love doing the research for these. And I love looking at the numbers just to see, okay, do I have to work like a crazy person and not have any time to myself? Or can I do things step by step, do my gig job, do everything else I have to do, and still make it work? And I can. So, all right, let me know what you think about this video, and let me know as well in the comments what kind of research videos you want me to do, because I love doing the research videos of all the vintage things, right? The vintage blankets, the vintage dishware, vintage sheets or whatnot. It's all fun. So let me know, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next video.